Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. How are you?
I'm good. How is it going with you?
Baruch Hashem. It's the end of a week.
Yes, that's
a good
usually...
week, a bad week, a week that's over, and an opportunity to just take a breath, take a rest, withdraw, let the world work itself out for the next 25 hours, and then we'll get back to it. But for right now, I'm delighted to celebrate Shabbat. Welcome to PJTC. Very happy to have you here, wherever you are coming from. We're going to get started with our welcoming Shabbat on page 13. Do we want to do a niggin or right into Shalom Aleichem?
How about we just go right into it?
All right, let's go right into it, page 13. Shalom Aleichem. Please join us wherever you are.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Vochem LaShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Yireh Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzechem LaShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And just as we welcome in Shabbat with song, we also increase the light in our homes just as the light outside is going down. And so it's our custom to begin the service with lighting these candles over here. Cantor Ruth is going to light these candles for us. If you want to light candles at home alongside us, or just join in the blessing, if you will, and we will welcome in Shabbat this way.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
Amen.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We're going to continue welcoming in Shabbat with more songs, these psalms from our tradition that the Kabbalists of Sfat gave us a few hundred years ago, starting with Psalm 95, which can be found on page 15 and starts with Lechu Niranana, let us sing.
Lechu Niranana, Lechu Niranana, Lechu Niranana l'Adonai, Lechu Niranana, Lechu Niranana, Lechu Niranana l'Adonai. Naria, Naria, Letzuri קדישנו בזמירות נריעו לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לאדוני לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לאדוני כי אל גדול הרי מלך גדול על כל אלוהים כי אדוני ואנחנו ארבעים שנה אקוט ודור ואומר עם טועה לבבם והם לא ידעו אשר נשמעתי ואפי אם יבואון אל מנוחתי.
Page 16.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום, ישועתו ספרו בגויים כבודו, וכל העמים נפלאותיו כי גדול אדוני. אולי מאוד לא אהוב על כל אלוהים לילה 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 לילה
We continue on page 21. We say to Shabbat, please come here, my beloved. We are ready to welcome you in like we're welcoming in an honored guest, a queen or a bride. Someone we're delighted at their arrival. And near the end, you'll notice in many services, people stand up and I'll go like this, and then you stand up and people face the entrance to the sanctuary. You can try this at home, in the home edition. Wherever you are, when I go like this, stand up and face the entrance to your home as if Shabbat is about to walk in that door and you're there to greet her. Lecha Dodi is on page 21.
לקראת קלה, ירלה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, פני שבת נקבלה. שבור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם לתפארת ולי תהילה. לקראת שבת לכו ונחה, כי מקור הברכה בראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יאללה יאללה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי צאי מתוך ההפכה. ראו לשבת בעמק הברכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי. היד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קורבה אל נפשי גאה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבור אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, יאללה יאללה יאללה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקרבי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה. קירבתי לה והיו לי עם שיסה, שועשייך ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהיך, כמסוס חתן על קלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ימים ימינו שמאל תפרוצי בית אדוני תריצי על יד איש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה לערך אדוני לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה ערך אדוני לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצולה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לערך אדוני לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה ערך אדוני לקראת קלה בני שבת נקבלה.
Thank you for standing with us. If you are still standing, please be seated. We're going to continue on page 23. Page 23. This is Psalm 92, the final psalm preparing for Shabbat. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך באמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי גיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
We have welcomed Shabbat into our homes and into our lives as the sun has gone down, and now we are ready for our evening prayers, which begin with our call to prayer, the Baruch on page 28. Page 28. Please rise with us. Page 28.
Baruch hu et Adonai Yevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Yevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Hashem yibaro maragam la'aravim.
מעביר יום ומעביר לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני,
ברוך שמו,
אמרי ורבי.
We turn to page 29. Page 29, we have our next blessing before the Shema. We speak of the constancy and eternity of God's love, Ahavat Olam. Just so we can dive into the words, I want to read what's on the English side of the page, on page 29. With constancy, you have loved your people Israel, teaching us Torah and mitzvot, statutes and laws. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down to sleep and when we rise, we shall think of your ways and speak of them, rejoicing always in your Torah and your mitzvot, for they are our life and the length of our days. We will meditate on them day and night, never take your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves the people Israel.
ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen.
שמע ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
You read the next passage of the Shema at your own pace, and we'll get back together in just a minute for the third passage. Please join us for the third passage of the Shema. If you have the Siddur, it's at the top of page 31, page 31. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el bnei Yisrael, ve'amarta alehem, v'asu lahem tzitzit, al kanfei bigdeihem ledorotam, v'nadnu al tzitzit hakanaf patil techelet, v'haya lachem letzitzit uritem oto, uzkartem et kol mitzvot Adonai v'asitem otam, v'lo taturu acharei lebavchem ve'acharei nechem, asher atem zonim achareihem, leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim lelohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liod lechem Elohim, ani
Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem emet. We continue on page 32, page 32. We bless God for redeeming us from captivity in Egypt, but on a continuous basis.
Let's join together in the middle of the page. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you, Adonai our God. Yalla lai rai rai rai, yalla lai rai rai rai, yalla lai rai, yalla rai rai rai, yalla la la lai rai, yalla lai lai lai, la la lai, yalla la la lai rai rai, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neder b'kodesh nora, teilot osef elef, malchutecha הים לפני משה ומרים וכולם זיילי, ענו ואמרו זיילי, ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם. ונאמר כיפד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Amen. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. On page 33, we sing Hashkivenu together. השכיבנו אדוני,
אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ושמור את צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. שלום, 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 שלום. ברוך אתה אדוני, הבורא סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
On page 34, we sing a song, a passage from Sefer Shemot, the book of Exodus, on how we are to approach Shabbat on page 34, the Shamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. אוי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
As we approach our moment for time for private meditation, I'll ask you to please rise for the Chatzi Kaddish, and after we say the Chatzi Kaddish together, we'll go right into the Amidah for Shabbat, which begins on page 35b. Use the words from the tradition on the page, but if you need to make room for whatever is in your heart to say or to meditate on tonight, this is the time to do it. We'll start with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 34. Please rise.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמרבה,
אמן.
וילמד דברי חירות וימליך מלכותה,
בחייכון וביום בחון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו, אמן. יהי שמרה במבורם לעולם ולעולם ימיה יתברך.
יתמרח וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שם מקודשה, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן ועלמה וימרו.
Amen. conclude this part of the service with a Kaddish Shalem on page 48.
יתגדל ויתקדש שם ברבה.
Amen.
ואלמד וירחמת וימליך מלכות וחי יכונו ומכונו וחי לכל בית ישראל. בגלה בזמן קריב ויאמרו.
Amen.
יש מרבה מבורך. לעולם ולעולם יומיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתברך לדרום ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי לקודשה.
בריחו.
לאל אמין כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בלמה ויאמרו.
Amen.
תתקבל צלות ונבואתון לכל ישראל קודם אבוהון דבישמיא ויאמרו.
Amen.
יש לו רמי שמיה וחיים עלינו ואל כל ישראל ויאמרו.
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו.
Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody. You may be seated. When I'm working with students in Intro to Judaism classes or people who are curious about getting into Jewish practice, they often say, when do I bow? And when do I stand? And when do I sit? And when do I get up on my tippy toes like this? And in fact, in the Miller Introduction to Judaism program, there's a whole chapter called When Do I Bow? And so it occurred to me that a little while ago I said, please rise for the Hatzi Kaddish and the Amidah. I didn't say sit down, because usually this is the part where people looking around the room will see, oh, they're sitting down, maybe I can sit down too. So in case you're wondering, relax, because I have a couple of, I want you to be seated because I have some very, very exciting things to talk to you about tonight. The first is a Zoom meeting that I had. I know, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I don't know if you've had any Zoom meetings lately, but they're very exciting. But when you think about it, I mean, the fact that we used to have to do, get into cars and go to places, maybe arrange it by phone ahead of time, or get on a plane to go places. Just being able to sit wherever you are and connect with multiple people at once from literally all over the world. It's actually pretty fantastic. But for some of you, the charm may have worn off. For me, I had a very exciting meeting. But before I can tell you about this exciting meeting, I have something else to tell you about that's exciting, and that is historical biblical literary criticism. All right, just relax. I don't want to get anybody's blood pressure up. So right after that, though, I promise I'll tell you about this Zoom meeting. This parsha that we're in, or this double parsha, Acharei Mot Kedoshim, is, I like to think, the thematic center of Sefer Vayikra, of the book of Leviticus, and one might even say, because I'm about to, the thematic center of the Torah. Now, technically speaking, the actual center of the Torah was a few chapters ago, and in some places, some people say it's the middle letter is a vav in the word gahon, or belly. That is, I want to say chapter 11 maybe, and then chapter 10 around. It's all in Tazria. It was a couple of weeks ago. And the middle words, because apparently there are an even number of words in the Torah, I bet you didn't know that, it's like a darash tidrosh. It's like interpret it, you will interpret it, which it's pretty heavy to think about. And why do I care so much about the middle? So these are the technical middle, but when I think of Leviticus, I think of Parashat Kedoshim as the thematic middle. And why that's important is that it focuses our attention on a particular thing by how the book is written. And this is going to get into the weeds a little bit with the scholars of ancient texts. They identify this certain literary structure called chiastic structure, or chiasm. And it goes a little something like this. If you were charting out poems, I don't know if anybody remembers charting out poems. Some of you may be charting out poems on Zoom meetings if you're still in school. Yeah, the structure would go like A, B, C, B, A. The first part whether in language or rhyme or theme, resembles the last part. The second part resembles the next to last part. And this is a common feature in ancient literature, and some say that it's because of our roots in oral tradition. When you structure a story or a narrative, especially a long one that's difficult to remember, this is an optimal way to do it, because you start a certain way, and then you get toward the middle, and then you know it's time to turn around and work your way back out, and it helps storytellers remember a very long text, not unlike the sermon. But anyway, that's how they say the Iliad is structured. This remarkable epic poem by Homer, whoever Homer was. I think there's as many contenders as that as there are for Shakespeare. But the Iliad is written in chiastic structure, and within the chapters themselves, or the books inside it, those are in chiastic structure, and some say so is Leviticus. The beginning of Leviticus mirrors the end of Leviticus, and so on and so forth, and it works its way into the middle. And what that does is it focuses your attention on what is in the very middle. It's not a long build to a grand finale where the most important thing is said at the end. The most important message of the text is right there in the center. And the center is perhaps the unique part of the text, the part that isn't repeated, because from then you go back and repeat the beginning. And that's why I think it's important to look at Kedoshim in this context, because it is in some ways unique to the story of Leviticus. We start off, and right out of the gate, it's how to kill animals. And the rituals for ordaining priests and consecrating priests, and for this sin, you do this sacrifice. If you want to be grateful for this thing, you do that kind of sacrifice. Here's how Yom Kippur goes. Here's a list of holidays. Here's a bunch of stuff you can't eat. Here's a bunch of people you should not hang out with. And lots of rules and rules and rules. And then we get to Kedoshim, where there seems to be a completely thematic departure. It doesn't say, do this right or else. It doesn't say, eat this, don't eat that. That's a segment on the Today Show, I think. It's great for losing weight. It says instead, here's the job. And not just the job for priests, but for all of you. The Lord spoke to Moses saying, speak to the whole Israelite community. Remember, a lot of this has been just focused on the priests up until now. Speak to the whole Israelite community and say to them, Kadoshim to you, ki kadosh ani Adonai Elohechem. You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. This is what the entire book of Leviticus has been working up to. And the rest of it, we are coming down from there. And because it's the center of the center book, one can make the case that the entire Torah has been working up to this point. And the rest is commentary. You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Unless you think you're still in the beginning or the end of Leviticus, and you're wondering, okay, exactly how do I go about doing this, God? Thanks for the trust, frankly. I'm honored to be nominated, thank you. But give me the step by step, because I don't know what that word holy means. I see, Kadoshim, you will be set apart. You will be distinctive. But exactly how do I do that? Do I cut my hair a certain way? Do I wear different clothes? Yeah, that's part of it. But as soon as God says, I'm holy, you're mine, you shall be holy, rules 1, 2, and 3. You shall each revere his mother and father. You will keep my Sabbaths, for I am the Lord your God. And you will not turn to idols or make molten gods for yourself. God says, you will be holy. I'm holy. You're with me. You're holy. Here's how. 1, honor your mother and father. Look to your past and honor it. Look to your history. Learn from it and carry it forward. Number 2, keep my Sabbaths. You need a practice of withdrawal. You need to be able to step back. You need to be able to chill out. You need to be able to let the world run by itself for a moment so that you can evaluate, so that you can recharge, because we need you. And number 3, do not make idols. Do not let them guide your life. And that is tempting, because idols are things that you can touch and feel and remember and hang your hat on and follow down the road when you may not know what path to take. Look to your history. Take a step back. And be careful what you follow. And I think that's why Kedoshim is where it is. Lest you think that what we are about is barbecue and incense and special people and special clothes. It goes on to list a number of what some might distinguish as ethical or moral practices. Don't insult the deaf. Don't cause the blind to stumble. Don't stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. How un-Leviticus is that? But it's the core that God is trying to focus our intention on. And that brings me to, briefly, a Zoom meeting that I had this week. And that Zoom meeting was, what are we going to do for the high holidays? And this is a question that a lot of people have. That people in this congregation, rabbis are asking this, cantors are asking rabbis are saying, I don't know, what do you think, cantor? And, we're starting to talk about it. And the temptation is, well, how do we shift everything we already do to Zoom? How do we take these things that we're comfortable with and accustomed to and make sure they still happen in scenario A, B, and C? Let's get into the details. But the wisdom of this community, where we had the ritual chair and the president, the executive director, and the cantor and Rabbi Amy and myself get together and say, okay, before we get lost in the details that we frankly idolize sometimes, let's take a step back. Let's remember our history. Let's withdraw. Let's look at it from 30,000 feet. And let's ask the question, which I'm asking you now: what is it not the holidays without? What is essential to that experience? Whether it's the hum of Avinu Malkeinu in my head and the vibration of that song in my heart, whether it is approaching the Torah, whether it is the work of examination over the month of Elul. What do you count on high holidays to do for you? And if we can figure that out, if we can look to our principles before we establish our rituals, honoring our history, but not idolizing it, then we can create something profoundly holy. Because God isn't asking us to be a nation of rule followers and perfect repeaters. Well, kind of. There's lots of rules. Don't get me wrong. But God is asking us to be godlike. You shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. I am distinctive. I am different, and you shall be different. And if we can follow that path, that our attention is drawn to in Leviticus today. We shall be holy, we shall be distinctive, and we shall distinguish ourselves in our triumph together. Shabbat Shalom. We're going to go to Counting the Omer. I remembered this week, thank you. And we're going to be on page 56. Please join us in Counting the Omer. It's the magical number 23. So we got about 10 days till Lag BaOmer, speaking of barbecue. But today is, we're counting day 23, and the Omer can be found in your prayer book, counting it on page 55 and 56.
We're going to join together in the same musical setting that we did for the past, I think 2 weeks, but I don't remember. Maybe it was just last week. Leshem yichud kudsha brichu shchintei hineni mukhan umezuman lekayem mitzvot aseh shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer sheva shavatot temimot tihena sheva shavatot temimot tihena baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav etzivanu al sfirat haomer al sfirat haomer al sfirat haomer al sfirat haomer.
On page 57, we recite the passage for counting day 23, day 23.
היום 23 יום שהם 3 שבועות ו2 ימים לעומר.
Today is the 33rd day of the Omer, which is 3 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. And with that, I'll ask you to please rise as we begin to end our service with Aleinu on page 51, page 51.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שנוטה שמיים. שמיים אנשים. על כן נקבל לך אדוני אלוהי נראות מרב תפארת וזכה לבנים. כי המלכות שלך היא, ולעולמי עד תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב את תורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא,
You may be seated. This is a time in our service where we pause to remember those who are no longer with us. And the coming week here at PJTC, we are marking the Yahrzeit, the anniversary of the passing of Sidney Rosenthal, Merle Jacobs, Samuel Schleimer, Arthur Bernath, Goldie Ehrenstein, Bessie Natus, Nathan Cantor, Benjamin Glassman, Hamilton Brewert, Saul Bobrow, Seymour Murray Jaffe, Janice Miller, Esther Cloder, Samuel Lewis Pace, Julia Ellenbogen, Sarah Siegel, Janice Miller, Esther Barnett, William Siegel, Malcolm Apt, Louis Garbowitz, Mary Moldovsky, Betty Harris, Abe Salem, Bessie Shapiro, Gary Taylor, Annie Wiskind, Abraham Siegel, Yona Nissen, Mendel Miller, Ralph Barati, Nathan Miner, Samuel Nimitz, Violet Schaefer, Hedda Grunfield, Joseph Jacob Hassman, Louis Werner, Eleanor Butnick, Max Parton, Nathan Sternberg, Morris Isaac Brenner, Elsie Slifkin, Herbert Berkman, Modaram Nadar. If there are any names that I failed to mention here of people whom you'd like to honor, feel free wherever you are to say their name out loud or hold their name in your heart. And I'll ask if you are in mourning or observing a Yahrzeit to please rise for the mourner's Kaddish on page 52. Page 52. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ba'alma divra kirute ve'amlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba yehi shmei rabba mevarach leolam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shmei Dekudsha, Brichu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, V'chaim aleinu, V'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimramav, Hu yaseh shalom aleinu, V'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. And you may be seated. I'd like to share a few brief but meaningful announcements. I want to thank everybody who helped lead our service. Cantor Ruth and Matt, thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody who makes these services possible, the people who support this community, the technicians who manage our live stream, the people who make sure our sound is awesome, including you. But thank you for everybody who makes this possible. I personally appreciate and PJTC appreciates it. Just to let you know that we are having our congregational Havdalah on Zoom tomorrow night at 8:38 p.m. You should know that this coming week we have a meditation group. We'll Zoom on, now it's a verb, we'll Zoom on Tuesday morning at 8:40. Exploring Your Life Through Torah, that class continues with Rabbi Jason Mann on Zoom Thursdays at 10 a.m. We're going to, just so you know, I should make a little bit of an announcement. I'm going to be gone for the next couple of weeks. I'm taking a staycation, as is, I think, appropriate and safe, but I'm not going to be here. Rabbi, just about.
She's starting.
Yeah, Rabbi Jill Goldwright is going to be kind of our guest darshan next weekend. And so I will not be here, which means the live things that I've been doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays is at 3 p.m. are going to be on a bit of a pause. But I'm fine. I'm not sick. Everything's cool. I will be here tomorrow. Please join us for services again at 9:30 in the morning. We are having this coming Thursday first we started calling them town halls, but now we're calling them social halls, because I think it's a great way to get together and to remember and honor our very own social hall, where I'll see you all again very soon. This week's social hall will feature Rabbi Joshua Levine Grader, so please come for that. That's at 7:30 on Thursday. On Sunday, May 3rd, join Cantor Ruth in From Argentina with Love at 5 p.m.
Yes, there's a group of Latin American cantos, friends of mine, who suggested we gather up to share a few of the songs that are very meaningful to us. So we will do that via Zoom. Wonderful. Again. on Sunday.
And so I've been talking about Zoom a lot. That usually comes with links. The best way to get those links is make sure you are on our email list. We don't publicize those for safety reasons, but we send those to you in your email so you can connect to those things. So check your email, but more important than that, stay home, stay safe, and we can't wait to celebrate with you in person. And for now, we're really grateful for you joining us, how you have joined us tonight.
And with that, let's conclude our tefillah tonight. As we usually do, a few Shabbatot ago, we did something else. It was sort of Passover, and I got a phone call. What happened to Odiavo? So here we go. There's Odiavo again.
That's responsive leadership.
Yes. Odiavo shalom aleinu. Odiavo shalom aleinu. Odiavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam. Odiavo shalom aleinu. Odiavo shalom aleinu, odiavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Salam aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom. Odiavo shalom aleinu. Odiavo shalom aleinu, odiavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Odiavo shalom aleinu, odiavo shalom aleinu, odiavo shalom aleinu, ve'al kulam. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom, salam. Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, shalom.
Good Shabbos, everybody, and join us right over here for Kiddush.
How about we join together? Ready? ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום השישי, ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו מצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו. זיכרונו למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת עם כל עמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים.
Those who wish to wash, join us and wash as you wish. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim.
And last but not least, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom,
everyone.
everybody. Thank you for joining us.